Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we have a very, very special guest here on the show in the building. Well, not in the building, but on your screen. You know what I mean. And but before we introduce her, Q, Quasino artist, Q shot you. Thank you for joining us as our special guest host, brother.
Thank you for having me. As always, I appreciate it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Now, my mama gonna get me because I know I got to introduce ladies first, but I have to introduce Q because he's the special guest host. But I'm I'll get that phone call from my mama later on. But
That don't count. My introduction
yeah,
don't
yeah,
count.
yeah.
That's just
No, no,
formality. So
there
she's
you
still
go.
first. Yeah.
There you go. There. See, thank you. Mama.
I
Please don't
got
give me
you.
one. Please
I
don't,
got
mama. I'm too old for this, mama. Come on. So, ladies and gentlemen, she is an actress. She's a fighter, stunt actress, Nike creator, and let's not forget that we got to add this. She dares you to be different. Ladies and gentlemen, round of applause for Ty Young. Come on. We're out there,
You want like the sound effects, right?
Yeah.
hey, you got to save some type of money on this stuff. It's expensive.
Believe it, right? Thank you. I appreciate you for the intro and thanks for having me. I'm excited. I've heard nothing but good things. I mean, what you're doing in the community, what you're doing with actors. I watched a lot of your shows. It's awesome. Y'all got good vibes too. That's mostly.
Nice.
I was like, oh, I like your vibes. I like your energy. Let's do it.
Man, we trying to make grown men cry today, man. I did not drink, man. Come on, Ty, come on, please, man. I've been. It's been an emotional weekend. Come on, but no, seriously, all jokes aside, I appreciate that. And same thing too. Like we was like mentioning back and forth about the show and everything. I like she is really cool and like. We know you do stunts. We gonna get into all that, but I like Ty's really cool. Like, yeah. So thank you for joining us.
Yeah, of course. No, especially on a Sunday. Let's do this, right?
Right? Why not a Sunday? Yeah. So yeah. So let's go and get into it. So where are you originally from, and what is it that you like about your hometown?
Okay, getting into it for real.
Yeah.
I'm from Eugene, Oregon.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know. Do y'all know anything about Eugene, Oregon?
I know
No.
Grants Pass. That's all I've heard of. Grants Pass.
Nice.
I love Grants Pass.
Oh, okay.
So how similar are they?
It is similar. It's out in the country a little bit.
Okay.
It's so it's good.
Peaceful.
There's not a lot of diversity. I'm trying to figure out how to say that in a nice way.
Yeah, it's all good. It's all good.
Yeah, a lot of the times I'd be there and they'd be like, "Where are all the black people at?" I'm like, "You're looking at me and my sister." So I never really felt like I belonged there. And I stayed there for a long time because we didn't have a lot of money. But I played a lot of sports, and I know we're gonna get into like how my journey. But I would say sports was my out. Like I played basketball, ran track, did football. It's track city too. I grew up running on Hayward Field.
Nice.
Also the Nike nod, right? Like born into the Kool-Aid a little bit. Yeah, it was like it was really green, really rainy, and I did a lot of sports. That was what I remember about it. And then now I'm in LA, California, and I'm like, this is where I'm meant to be. This makes more sense for me. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah,
Nice.
that's what I'm talking about. So what do you
go ahead.
Oh, okay. But
I was just gonna ask you and piggyback off of that. I'm sorry, James. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
I was gonna ask you, did they make you feel welcome? I'm sorry, James.
No,
because I know you said you didn't feel, like you were in somewhere comfortable and everything. But how was the environment there? How did they treat you and your sister?
In Eugene?
Yeah, in Oregon. Yeah, Eugene, Oregon, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Got a little racism.
Okay.
But there's the depends. It depends.
Yeah.
Overall, we definitely, we just stood out.
Yeah.
So I don't know if you ever, go somewhere where there's not a lot of diversity. You just stand
Mhm.
So
Been there.
you can't get away with nothing because you're in class and you're only black kid
Yeah.
right, most of the time. So yeah, they know, like they be calling you out and stuff. But I think the part that we did get treated really well because my sister and I were gratefully we were good at sports, so we were definitely in the crowd. Our coaches paid for a lot of our stuff. We didn't have a lot of money. We didn't have a lot of state, like our family life was a little tough, which I'm sure we'll get into. But so sport and being an athlete and the coaches and the uplifting in that department, yeah, we was good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool. That's
Okay.
cool. So
That's good.
yeah. So getting before we go ask the next question. So moving to the transition from there to LA, you said this is your vibe. This is everything else. How long have you been in LA now? And what what do you love most about LA?
Oof, man, I love so much about LA. Well, one, it's really sunny. So like I
Yeah.
came from, I was just soggy. So
Yeah.
Oregon is beautiful. And I'm not knocking Oregon. I'm grateful
Right.
for it now. But when I, when I
Right.
was younger, I didn't appreciate it. Now, one, the sun. So I get out and about and I do things more.
Mm-hmm.
Two, I've always been this big dreamer. Like
Yeah.
I feel like anything is possible.
Okay.
But in Oregon, it didn't feel like I would always fit in. You say something crazy, like, I want to do this. And they're like, Shh, nah, you can't do that. Right here, you're like,
Mm.
I want to do this. And they're like, oh, I know my homeboy does that down the street. It's like the craziest, like, job that he does for a living that, or being, super athlete or super actress or director, or, I don't know, not working and making money. Like there's so many things that people do in LA. And so for me, I fit in right away because it's sunny. The people are like, you fit your pockets of people. There's lots of dreamers. So anything you
Right.
want to do, there's a pocket here, which
I
I
like
love.
that.
And
Pockets
the
of
diversity. Did I mention the diversity?
Yeah, it is a diversity.
I'm not the only one anymore, guys.
Yeah, no, and that's more important because you want to go where you're comfortable and where you feel safe space and everything else and enjoy life. So yeah, I've been to LA a handful of times, and I'm actually about to go. Well, our friend Paul, he just hit me up a couple days ago about being in the project out there. So yeah, I'll definitely be out there, fun in the sun sooner or later. Well, have I been there during the fall? I think I have been. I'm sorry, I'm thinking too much, but
You
about being
processing. I
there
see.
during certain times.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
say it
see it.
again.
I saw you processing. I see you. You're like, when have I been
Yeah,
there? And do
yeah,
next.
because
So, I got you.
I've been there like a handful of times, and I was like, wait, have I been there during the fall? And I'm like, yeah, that was the first time during the fall season ish, like I think like October or something like that is when I first went to LA a couple years ago, and a few other times after that. So yeah,
Thank you. Well, happy to have you. It's going to be fun. I know you're going to have a great time here.
yeah, I'm come back.
I'm going to take good care of you, right?
Yeah, you really do.
So I was gonna ask before we dive into like the stunts and things like that. We kind of want to know what else do you like to do? What's up there on your what takes up your time when you're not acting and you're not doing stunts?
Well, I got that full-time job, which
Mm,
so I'm one of those, like, I have a full-time job and then I'm like full-time in the dream. So it's kind of an interesting, like, it keeps me busy.
Yeah.
For fun, a lot of it does revolve around acting because that's my fun, right? If that makes sense.
Right.
But I also do own an art business. I paint, I draw.
Okay.
Yeah, if I didn't have my background here right now because I had an audition earlier, you could see I literally have a wall that's just like full of paintings.
Nice.
Yeah, I know I'm crazy.
no, that's good.
Right? I like to work out, exercise, movies.
Yeah.
Food is good.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, right? I mean,
Okay.
yeah, it's crazy that you asked me that. You're like, other than acting, I'm like, man, but like, it's what I love to do. It feels like the thing.
Everything revolves around acting.
Yeah, when I'm not like paying the bills and doing the day job, it's like everything else is that, and I love it.
Yeah. So how did you get into stunts? Like, how did you know you could do that? Were you doing martial arts at a young age? What got you into?
Yeah. Should we play my stunt reel? I'm just kidding.
And he'll cue it in.
I mean, with the action when I'm flying out the window, okay?
Okay.
Yeah, I was like, man, this girl.
Nice.
I have a story behind that one. So yeah, how did I get into stunts? So I'm a Muay Thai fighter. So
Nice.
back it up.
Love Muay Thai.
Right?
Yeah.
So athlete my whole life, got to a point where I was like, I kind of ran out of like sports, basketball, track, football, golf, did all those. Played women's semi-pro tackle football, by the way, to clarify. It's like the pads with the whole, I was a running back.
Yeah.
Yeah, right?
Okay.
You're
a fighter.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah. Also fought wildfires. I know you didn't ask, but that was like when people ask me what I did before So I was like, really, I'm small. I'm actually 5'3", but I like to do like badass hardcore shit. I'm gonna say my
Never would have guessed 5'3". Wow.
Yeah, like I'm like, man, why are you so awesome? Keep going. I want to know.
You got 6'3" energy. You got 6'3" energy.
I have heard this before, but I also think it's how I do the camera angle.
I mean, I was just looking at your Instagram. I would have never guessed 5'3". So I got to go back and look at it.
Yeah, like a whole new lens. I do when people meet me in person. By the way, they have like almost like weird existential crisis.
Okay,
they're like, "You're so small. How are you?"
Right.
Hey, this could be deceiving, man. She'll handle business. That whole face expression change. Like, hi, I'm gonna kick your ass.
Going into Muay Thai fighting. Also, my dad said dynamite comes in small packages, so I think that's kind of where I'm like, hey, you never know. That's why you don't want to fuck with people, right?
Sure. Right. True.
Yes. True. So I was sitting there one day and I was like, okay, I need a sport. Like athleticism and like physical things really keep me emotionally balanced, right? I'm realizing that I've always been an athlete, so not having something physical sport, it doesn't make sense for me. So sitting there one day and I was talking to my sister and I was like, what should I get into now that I don't want to go back to football because I have a separated shoulder from, getting tackled on the line too many times. Right. So then she was like, well, what about, this is a funny little list. She's like, well, what about American Ninja Warrior? You could train for that. Do that. I was like, that'd be cool. Kind of show your personality, the thing. Right. But I don't rock climb. I was like, I don't have the finger strength. Right. Yeah. So she's like, well, what about fighting? Because you dabbled a little in boxing. Also, my dad is Taekwondo, 6th grade black belt. Back in the day, I have a little bit of Taekwondo. So I was like, okay. Then I basically was called up one of the Muay Thai gyms near my house. And I talked to the coach on the phone. And this was funny. I know he thought I was crazy. Because again, it's still in Oregon. People are not, the dreamers are not quite. Anyway, I call him and I go, hey, so just wanted to like kind of talk about your school a little bit. He's like, yeah, talking about the beginner program. I was like, well, if I'm good enough, I want to compete. I want to fight. He's like, he doesn't know anything about me. Gets beginners that come in all the time that wanted to. Yeah. Like, well, I'm good. He's like, yeah, sure. So we'll get you in like, the beginner classes and show you how to hit some pads. I was like, I show up that first day. And I'm just like so gung ho. I love it. Yeah. And I hit some pads. He's very slow and basic. Next day, I show up all my gear, like my mouth guard, like all my shit ready to fight. Yeah. And he was serious. Yeah. But what's funny is he was like, who is this girl? Mm-hmm. And so long story short, I ended up being like his, the only one out of his school to win he maybe now he has more, but to win a fight championship belt, which I did bring.
Nice.
Yeah. You guys do show and tell?
Bring it in.
Yes.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, so it's
nice.
I mean, here's the thing. It's Muay Thai World Expo Championships. I trained for a year. I went to Thailand. That was a wild ride. I mean, like I said, though, I was like, I want to win a championship. I want to do it in a really short period of time. So I'm going to go train with the Thais, right? Yeah. And they showed me the way. You trained for 2 a days, 2-3 hours a day. You'd run in the morning, you'd hit pads, you'd spar, bop, bop, bop. Anyway, long story short, I won that. And it was like, good solid. It was a little while ago, not too crazy. Mm-hmm. So, but what's beautiful about it is after I won the World Expo Championships, I said, you know what? I want to do some see if this translates to the movies. See if I can superhero fighting stuff on the screen. Hence, that's what got me to move to LA, by the way. Yeah. They're kind of winning that and going, I'm going to see if I can be action here in a movie. Now here I am. I mean, there's some in between stuff, but I don't know if that answered the question. Sorry, was that a tangent?
Yeah. No. Hey, look, not at all. All tangents are welcome here on this show because we're here to highlight you and know more about you. So
it definitely helps us to know more about you. Yeah.
Okay, cool. So I did it. Nailed it.
Yeah, you definitely did. That's a dope ass origin story too. Like, you go to Thailand and all. Like,
Yeah,
how old were you when you went to Thailand again?
I had the
Oh,
same question.
oh shoot! Well, it was like 5 years ago
Oh,
now.
okay.
Yeah, I don't remember. Honestly, it was like not that much before COVID,
Mm.
right? So it was kind
Uh,
of interesting, which also brings me to my action stuff. Because when I came here, I wanted to compete more. I wanted to like do more Muay Thai, but COVID happened, and then I was
Mm.
like, oh, okay. Well, I guess I'm not doing that. And also just moving to LA too, I was like, oh, I also think I'm not gonna make friends like I thought I would. I was like, I'm gonna meet people and so excited. So actually, funny story coming out of that, which I told Jamal I would give him a plug because you had Jamal on the
Yeah.
show. Amazing. He is the first person I met when I stepped outside after COVID and was like, "Hey," he was at Venice Beach. I just
Hmm.
walked out and I see someone doing these really cool weapon stuff on the beach,
That's
and I said,
Jamal.
"That's y'all
That's
know,
bro. Yep.
that's him for sure." And I said, I was on the bridge and I go, "Hey, you teach lessons?" he goes, he looks up, he goes, "Hold on 1 second, I'll come right up." Right. And he had to finish his
I had to
thing.
finish. Yeah.
Yeah. And then he comes up and then we end up like chopping it up, going to dinner and just like talking about things. Next day, he brings me to Joining All Movements Jam, which I know you probably already know, where a lot of the stunt guys get their start. It's a really good just joining all
Training.
movements.
Yeah.
Training. Thank you. Yes.
Yeah.
Travis Wong, Aaron Tony's amazing.
Nice.
They teach. So I took that seminar because Jamal had taken me there. And then ever since then, it's been stunts and acting and action and meeting with just amazing community. But Jamal, we're working on a film the end of this month for the first time since we met.
Nice.
And I was like, it's finally coming full circle.
Mm,
Like, I'm right behind you, Jamal.
yeah.
Because he's
Right.
been doing big things, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
love that. I love that too because we need to see more of us, and we do see it, but I just love seeing that more because
Mhm.
y'all really are like first for our Black queens, y'all really are inspiring a generation. Like
Thank
really, like I've met some young girls that are like, I want to fight. I'm like, you want to fight? Like
Mm,
okay, and so yeah.
Yes. I love that you brought that up because I was thinking about if y'all ever ask you a question about like my purpose and my why.
Yeah.
That was one of those when I said, we need more Black queens and like young Black girls to be able to look up to these amazing superheroes that look like them, that have come from, like, that's the other thing, like hardship and the stories,
mhm.
right, that we
Yeah.
share. One of my main purposes in life is I love to inspire others
Yeah.
to their greatness and to do what they feel like maybe they can't do. And I'm
Yeah.
like, well, let me show you. Let me
Mhm.
show you what you've done, and then inspire you to do more, even more than what I
Yeah.
am capable of. And especially, like I said, young girls that like to be able to look up to people that look like them, and then
Yeah.
Mhm.
let's be superheroes. Just saying,
Nice.
do a lot of shit.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. Hell yeah.
That's my third cuss word.
I
I'm
mean,
counting.
1, 2. You count? I
Yeah,
lost count. I lost count.
Because once you asked, I was like, all right. Let me see. Let me see. No,
you
it's
knew
all right.
now I'm doing it on purpose.
Y'all good. Y'all good. Be comfortable. Be comfortable.
Too funny. Too funny.
Yeah,
Go ahead, Q.
So I kind of wanted to ask. You got actress, fighter, stunts, dancer. It says Nike creative. Is it Nike curator or is creative?
creative. Yeah.
Okay, creative. And then she dares you to be different. I do want to talk about how did the Nike experience come about, and then she dares you to be different. What does that mean? So kind of two-part question. But Nike creative, and then she dares you to be different. What does that mean?
Yeah.
To others. Yeah.
Yeah. And it says find your greatness. That's the other part in there, which is
Okay.
totally a Nike quote.
Yeah.
But yeah, so like, how do I explain that one? I think me growing up in Eugene, Oregon, running on Hayward Field, one of the things that got me out of my, what I call kind of the tough situation that I was born into. We had a lot of poverty, didn't always have food, like didn't always have a house, that kind of thing. It's like everyone has a story, but I do think that those things, they shape you a lot. And one of my big outs was the athlete. seeing them and seeing them that look like me in a place, like I said, where not a lot of me's, but I would see, I admired them. And so anytime there was like a swoosh on something, I would wear it because it like symbolized like, I don't know, like that dream, I guess. Yeah. And so basically I think that the Nike thing kind of came about because I started believing in the dream when I was younger. And then I went to U of O, which I didn't tell you, I have an architecture degree, which is like a whole nother layer of stuff. Wow. So while I was fighting wildfires throughout college, I was also getting an architecture degree, which again, one of 500 in my graduating class. I don't remember the amount of graduating class, but there was one of me.
Yeah.
There was not a lot of, there's 0.01% of, I think, Black female architects, at least when I went to school. Right. So I'm always I always felt different.
Yeah. You were destined for greatness, sounds like, and you just had to find your way and own your path.
Yeah. And I think that's a big part of my story and my journey and my purpose. And so that I ended up getting a job out of college, not in architecture necessarily, because I was super burnt out, by the way. I graduated a year early because I got a full ride, but only for 4 years. Architecture program is 5 years. So I was like, the money's about to run out. Let me
let me think of something else.
Only for 4 years out of 5 is crazy.
That is crazy. That is some crazy work.
That's dope. That's dope. You were doing something right.
I was so blacked out after that. So I went into the fitness world, and I'm actually like, I did fitness and bodybuilding. Yeah. I feel like I'm name dropping all of my resume.
No, please do. No, please do.
We're listening.
Yeah, so I just, did a little
body showing the gun.
Okay. I'm not even like trying to flex, but
don't underestimate it.
Right. So went into fitness and bodybuilding, and then went into kind of the fitness industry when I got out of college. Didn't go straight into design or architecture, but then ended up getting moved to Portland, Oregon, Beaverton. And had seen this like amazing compound that we know is of the athletes, Nike. Do you know about the Nike World Headquarters?
Tell us about it.
It's wild. Y'all should come visit when you come visit Oregon. It's insane. You roll up and it's got like, Serena Williams and Tiger Woods, Jordans. It's got like in the waterfall you follow up. And then it's like it takes over the whole city. So I was
do they have it where anybody can visit? You kind of sign up and
their
tour?
Their campus is
open. Okay.
Yeah, so basically, so I rolled up on that and I was like, I should be working here. Like, how have I not thought of this before? And then soon, just pretty quickly, which is pretty unheard of. I think they get like 10,000 applications a month. I was able to meet someone who was like, you should be working here. Wow. She ended up like introducing me, getting hired. And then I've been at Nike actually most of my adult career. So that was, And then to dare to be different. Yeah. I just think we have to embrace our differences more. Mm-hmm. I think we would be a better world if we really admired people's differences that are beautiful. Mm-hmm. And I think the scary thing is a lot of the times, I think as humans, we get caught up comparing or caught up trying to do something someone else did, or caught up with our own insecurities that what we do is weird or awkward or stupid or whatever, which I've been guilty of it. Trust. I got imposter syndrome all the time, but I've been working on it. But I think I think it's like, just dare to be you who's uniquely different. There's nobody else on the planet like you. Right. So that's what that means.
I love that. I love that. And it's crazy that you said all that too, because like we're in a day and age where like what I think everybody was saying, like way back when everybody was in the anime and now everybody is. And we're like, for us that was in the anime when we were younger, we used to get into fights for liking Pokemon and all these other stuff. And now y'all want to see it's cool. Okay, well, welcome to the party, but I haven't forgotten. I'll knuckle up with you. So, but no, I like that. That's great. That's like that full quote, dare to be different. And, just what you share right there. That's beautiful. So, thank you for sharing that too.
Yeah. I will say too, with the stunt community, this is something because I love so many people in this. I'm glad that this went into acting, but a lot of it is like, anime is huge, right? Like, because there's a lot of inspiration from the fights and the action and the
right.
So there's what we call it's nerds, right? This is nerds.
Yeah,
nerds are cool.
yeah, that were cool.
Yeah, nerds are cool. Now, right? Especially in the stunt community, I was like, nerds are cool. And for me, I was called a nerd, and because I love dressing up. I love a costume. I love a fit. I go crazy. You should see my closet. Whenever I actually film that I'm on, I bring my bag. I bring my
really.
Hey, I know you're not fit, but I have all of this stuff. And so actually some of the stuff I sent you, I've definitely played with my own fits a ton. And someone's like, "Oh, you're such a nerd." I was like, "Yeah, nerds are cool." And
yeah, we are.
And kick ass.
Yeah. We do. And you know what's funny? I used to beat up my bullies. So what?
That's what I'm saying. I embraced the nerd game. Nerd game.
I did.
On point.
We're a great community.
Yes, we are. Yes, we are.
Yeah. Yes, indeed. So, and you mentioned earlier too that you and Jamal about to create. Was it your own film that you were about to create?
Actually, you know what? I wrote down the director's name so that I know.
Okay, no, that's cool. That's cool because I was gonna ask you. Well, you can share the director's name.
Yeah.
What's the director's name? I'm sorry.
Oh, yes, I just texted him because I was, "What's your last name?" It's Reggie.
Yeah.
It's Reggie what?
Reggie Johnson.
Okay.
Amazing martial artist, and he's doing this really incredible action short called Stronghold. And I get to play a pretty cool character that is basically the ninja assassin. So stay tuned. We're filming that in a week. And so that'll be exciting. There's four of us. And there's the stunt peeps in this, so skilled, doing, you know what I mean, in the air. And I'm like, well, I'm going to be on the ground. And I'm going to have a katana. I'm going to cut you up into pieces. Okay.
Nice. I have to see this.
That's fine, right? So so that's what Jamal and I are cooking on, in Reggie. So
you coordinate your own stunts? Are you able to? Or
I mean, it's funny that you say this. So no, I'm going to say no because out of respect for the stunt
art, right?
For the art, I'm not a stunt coordinator.
I get it. Yeah.
I actually even call myself I'm an action actress for foremost, meaning I'm an actress. That's what I want to do. That does some of my own action and physicality and recs. But stunt women, also mad respect to the stunt women doing the high falls and the stair falls and the car wrecks and that to me respect. So I call myself a baby stunty. Although I do have this story where I got blown out the window on a rolled down so that was actually my first stunt gig, and my friends were like, "Well, you a stunt woman now, aren't you?" They were like,
"Whether you want to be or not."
yeah, but so it's kind of cool. So for me, I first and foremost because I've done so much in my body already. With fighting, football, firefighting. I'm trying to preserve so I can walk when I'm 80.
Yeah.
So I am totally intact to be I'm good to opt out of the stair falls and those things, but I love the physicality and I love embodying and I love the director needs a shot where I'm, actually in it. Let's get the shot, right? Or on the wire and superhero. I'll do all that. I don't love heights, but I love feeling cool like that.
Oh wow.
So yeah, I forgot your question. But that answer.
No, I think that
just do you coordinate your own stunts? Yeah, you answered.
Oh, yeah, that was a hard no.
You don't, and you respect the art. Yeah.
Yes.
Yep. I got
you. That's a hard no.
Here's what I will say. This is really funny that you brought this up because actually I got a little injury.
War wound.
I got a little war. I got a burn because I was throwing I don't know if I can say until it comes out. I was throwing an object that was kind of on fire, but we got the shot, and I played it off, but I got a little burned. Anyway, on this one,
well, we got the shot.
We got the shot, which is I'm like, hey, I'm gonna get injured, but let's get the shot.
Yeah. But did you die?
That part.
Nobody
that
died.
part.
Yes.
So, but I did actually coordinate on this one my own the fight sequence with the swords. So
nice.
And now it's my first time doing that.
Okay.
And I didn't know that I was gonna do it. So but even then I would not say that I coordinate my own stuff. I just say I can do something. Because I mean, also when you're the most, because this is the third set I think I've been aware of maybe the most knowledgeable in stunts, right?
Mm.
And so I feel a responsibility to my knowledge to provide that, right? I go, hey, I'm not a stunt coordinator, but this is not safe. Or this is how it's going to maybe look better on camera. Because they're going to do it anyways. So I'm like, well, just let me help them out so it doesn't like look too fake or nobody gets hurt.
Yep.
I've had some people be like, hey, we're going to use this machete. I'm like, no, you're not.
No, you're not. You're not.
If it's not aluminum, it's not plastic, you're not using it.
Right. And I'm glad you said that too, because I was just on set the other day and I was like I told them that I was like hand in hand, whatever, I can do that, but I don't want to do too much that's out of my range because you get blamed for it or get sued or whatever. And so it was a real knife on set, and I was like, wait, because I was trying to ask her like, hey, is that a real knife or fake knife? She said it's real. I said, okay, this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna show the camera, show that you're pulling the knife out.
Yep.
And then off camera, I just want you to do the movement to show that you stabbed him. The audience would know, but you're not gonna use this knife.
No.
Like, no, don't do that. Do not, because I don't want you to, because you're not fully trained. Just do this simple movement.
Yeah, what could go wrong?
Yeah, really. Yeah. I only got something right here on the side, right here, So yeah.
A couple people, it's cool. But did you get the shot?
Did you get the shot? That's
you
know what? That's funny. You need to make a shirt like that, Ty. Like,
but did you get the shot? Yeah.
Did you get that? That's you need to make a shirt like for real. I bet if you.
I will.
Yeah, make a shirt.
It is pretty funny though, because I definitely have had some moments where like something's hurt.
Yeah.
But we got the shot, and I was like, yeah. It almost feels better. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, for sure.
Or like
because you know that the realer it looks and the more you put into it, then the better it's going to come out.
That part. Yeah. So yeah. Anyway, that was a good tangent. I like that. That was fun.
Yeah. So let's go ahead. Let's get into some of the projects that you've been a part of. We know Snatched and Ensnared, but what have you had the most fun? Well, of course, talk about these projects too.
Yeah. Okay. I also brought some show and tell for one of the films because I have these posters. I have posters on my wall of me. but and I was like, do I do this? Is it normal? I was like, I'm different. Whatever.
Don't worry. It's normal somewhere, and it's gonna be we normalize it on here, but we're gonna be different. So go ahead.
So this is Ensnared. And the reason why I'm really proud. Okay, I have like a few of these. I'm just gonna show them up so you can get some vibes. I'm not gonna lie, I got a little Mr. and Mrs. Smith going vibes on this.
Nice. Hey, I love Mr. and Mrs. Smith.
I also worked out really hard to get in shape for this. So like
nice.
Okay, I'm flexing right now. And then but the reason why I'm showing this is because this is my first film ever that I have ever been in. Yeah. So of course I put that stuff on the wall, right?
Nice.
Somebody told me this reminds them of Twilight. Anybody else feel that way? Is this Twilight?
I'm not sure.
I'm getting some Twilight vibes. No.
Oh, okay. You know what? I'll do the Black Twilight.
Yeah, not for real. Nah, we're creatives. We're artists. Do what you feel.
Do it all, right?
Yeah, do it all. Yeah.
So the reason I bring that one up because I'm gonna shamelessly plug Katerina Severin is a dope ass female director. She's a former wrestler, like pro WWE wrestler. So her and I hit it off. Yeah. So we were in stunt training, and she already knew she liked me, already liked my personality. I was just getting into acting, right? Like I had literally taken, just a few classes, had been doing stunts a little longer. And she had mentioned there's this film coming up. I was like, oh, cool, that's so exciting. She's like, oh, do you mind maybe doing a table read? I'll have you read for the lead, just to have somebody. She made it, downplayed it so that she didn't know if I could act or anything. So she won't overcommit because she told me this later. So we're doing the table read and I'm like just doing the read as a lead. And later she told me, she's like, yeah, I was nervous because I love how you move. You could do the action, like your look, like you fit the part. But I was like, if she can't act, I'm not. And she goes, after you read the first few lines and you were so natural, I said, oh, hell yeah. And then she offered me the part the next day. Nice. So that was the wildest ride because, again, I'd never been in anything. And here we have an indie film. It's lowish budget, but I mean, it was a full production. She did such a great job of like, it felt very professional. There's a full cast. She let me be part of all the casting. I had like so many chemistry reads as the lead, where here's the cool thing. Yeah. I got to like be in the room where they were nervous to read with me. And I was like, this is cool. Yeah. Meanwhile, they are all, I'm like, y'all got probably way more experience than I do, but I don't have to be nervous. I get to sit here and just enjoy like, the process. So anyway, yeah, I also ended up doing all my own fight scenes and all my action. And so for being my very first film, it being a feature, me being the lead, me doing all that, like having all the co-stars and the chemistry, and then the action was insane, but I loved it. I had so much fun. That film should come out soon. We just met yesterday looking at some of the final approvals for the edits. So stay tuned. I think in the next like couple months, it should drop. Ensnared.
Yeah.
Nice. Because here's the other thing I will say, when I was like watching your show, I was like, oh my gosh, you have all these like amazing actors on here. They have all these really cool posters. I was like, none of my stuff has come out yet.
No, hey, look, it's cool because like you still doing like a lot of stuff, and it's because like it's funny too, because like there's some people that like I haven't done enough as other people that came on. Like you're doing stuff now. You're doing this right here, because we even have people that hasn't done a few things. They came back and they've done like 10 more things or whatever, or this and that. So that's why we say we always love people to come back. Like you just being on here and sharing your journey for what you've done is dope and awesome, and it's amazing. That's why I said we need more people of color doing stunts, and just you yourself being a light and sharing your journey. It's dope. You are enough, and you're amazing.
Yes, that's my. How'd you know that was my affirmation this morning?
You are enough.
You are enough.
Yeah, it's a good one, right? Yeah. I think also when you're also in this industry, just in general, like the hustle game is real, right?
Yeah.
The rejection is real. The opportunities are like sometimes few and far between, and there's always somebody that you feel like is just a little bit edging you out in a space, or whatever. Because again, that's where the comparison is like, can't do that, because it's like you have things that other people don't, that mix together that make you specially unique and different to you. And so I was just giving someone a pep talk right before we got on about like his self-talk. I think in this industry, you really got to have just a strong affirmation talk, right? You're not always going to get it from external. So you got to like figure out to be like, I am enough. I'm uniquely me. Meant for me is meant for me. That's a big one, right? Because when you get rejected on all these auditions, you're like, just wasn't meant for me. This is a different way to play the game, right? Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, 100%. Right.
Or we feel like we're not, like we say, good enough, And so the best way to look at it is like, yes, it wasn't meant for me, because everything that you go for is not what you should be a part of. You never know how your experience is going to be, who you're being protected from, or what's bigger to come. You know what I mean? So your amazing is coming. Everybody's amazing is on its way.
Yes, that part. Yeah.
So what has been the most challenging project that you've been a part of or had to do? Like, bring us into that world.
Yeah. Okay. So I would say probably go to the stunt. I'm going to go to the stunt job. So the one I got blown out the window.
Okay. Yeah. How was that? How was like leading up to that, or what were the talks like? What was your preparation like?
Oh, I got a whole story behind this one. Okay. So I get called kind of last minute on this one because there's not a lot of me's, which is like, like women of like Black women. The height and the size, because the thing with stunt doubles, it's like you got to find someone that's double actress. So it's like it's a small niche too. So what had happened was, like, again, I wasn't calling myself a stunt woman at the time, but I trained with the crew, and so they see that I have capabilities.
Yeah.
That's what I say. I'm athletic, I'm tough, right? So apparently that qualified me for this nice big stunt. But the other lead stunt double had dropped out, like something happened. So they're calling and they're like, hey Ty, are you available this day or whatever? And there's a potential, there's a feature film, which this is the one called Snatched, which is on Tubi. So if you watch the scene where the person gets blown out the window and it's all great, that's me. right? Which I watch it. It's so funny. But yeah, so here's the thing. I'm like, I show up and I don't really know what to expect, which I think is always scary. And this is the thing, feel the fear and do it anyway. I think that's also how you go after your dreams, how you become an inspiring human. Because I think a lot of the times we have that barrier of like, fear holds us back. But if it's pulling you and it's something you really want to do, you feel the fear and you do it anyway. And that's how you level up, right?
Yeah.
So I was like, I'm gonna feel the fear. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna show up. I have no idea. I also didn't feel like I was in like the best shape right at that specific time. And I was like, I know it's like stunt women that what I'm gonna have to do. I'm gonna be really good shape. Here's what happened. I show up, stunt coordinator. Basically, first thing he asked me to do, hey, so there's this fight scene. I'm gonna need you to run at this guy, do a flip up, pull yourself up, snap his neck, and roll out. Okay. I said, huh?
Yeah. I'm counting like wait.
Yeah. I'm not an aerial person. I usually stay on the ground. I'm a Muay Thai fighter. Yeah, we have like Muay Thai Baran and stuff, but I don't do flippies. Like there's aerial specialists and stunts are amazing. I haven't done any of that. We can learn it, but I haven't been practicing. So anyway, long story short, I end up doing that more than a few times. I thought my thighs were gonna rip in half. Like, you know, when you think of you flip up and then you have to like do a sit up to pull yourself up. That's a lot of quad pressure. Also on a very unstable human because it's not like they're not moving. So you're like stabilizing, like flipping up and then roll out. And then you got to like, anyway, I ended up doing it. And I was like, I didn't know I could do that.
Yeah.
It took me 10 times, but I got it.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. Anyway, long story short, we do that. And then he's like, cool. Okay, we'll see you on set the next day. So I get to set the next day and I'm thinking, okay, there's going to be some choreo, whatever. But they're like, change of plans. Actually, what we're going to do, we're going to
roll right now.
Right. We're going to rig you up on this, the wire. We're going to have you hold this mattress. We're going to blow you out the window 2 stories. I said, okay.
Right? 2 stories.
Yeah. It's like on top of the house.
Yeah.
I don't like heights.
Okay.
I didn't tell anybody because I was like, well, I'm here. This is what I'm being paid for. This is the life, right?
Wow.
Feel it here and do it anyways.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm like, I'm just rolling at this point. Like, okay. But here's the cool part. It was like obviously really scary, really challenging. But then when they rigged me up and they were pulling me up in the air, I was like, I'm already here. I'm just gonna milk this. So I started doing Superman poses. And the kids below were like, hi. And they were like, so like, I felt like Superman.
Yeah, for sure.
I embraced it. I loved it. I was happy. And I had so much fun after that, like just feeling proud about stepping in, doing it. Also had my name on a trailer. That was the first time. So I was like, this is manifesting some stuff.
That's
like,
cool.
You know, soon I'll be able to do this and be the lead. Because I was doubling for the lead. So you never really saw my face.
Yeah.
Which is cool. Because it didn't look great. I was like, cool, it's not my face, you know.
It's not me. It is me, but it isn't me.
I don't want anybody. But yeah, no. So I would say that was probably one of the most challenging. That, and also, I mean, I would say arguably the first film I ever did, because that was a lot for someone who's never done acting before. And I put a lot of pressure on myself to just want to do my best. So I took a lot of time. I got in, like I said, shape. I was doing training. I was doing like lots of like script every day. I had my script. I looked crazy because when you walk into my house, I have my script all over my wall.
That sounds cool. Yeah.
Yeah, like, and I just was figuring out my process
like
while
that.
Yeah. Oh, you're gonna do that now too.
Yep. You see my wall here.
Love the wall. I love a wall. I love a wall because I'm like, whatever I'm doing in that moment, it's like every time I walk in, I remember, like, this is what I'm doing right now, right? Which is why I have the pictures on the wall, which is like to remind me that I felt the fear and I did it anyways, and I can do this. It's believable. Also, low-key, I feel like my memory sometimes be like forgetting things, so I'm like, remind myself that I fucking did that. That's cool.
Yeah, you did that shit for real. And I love, you're inspiring me to start doing that. Like, take pictures of, of things that you've done in the past, or, what you're getting ready. Like, just take pictures of it and have your little, your moniker, you have everything there. Like, that's dope. Like, see, you're a modern day freaking superhero, like you said. Like, you're everything that you said you are. Like, Ty, you're awesome. Like seriously.
You are awesome. You all are awesome.
Yeah.
And the show that you have that's so awesome, right?
I appreciate that. See, this reminds me of that. What was that off of what was that movie called? That where they just kept giving each other compliments back and forth.
That's funny.
Saying,
I don't know, but I know what you're talking about. No, you're great.
Yeah.
No, you're awesome. No, you're the best.
Yeah.
No, you're better than me.
No, you're better than me. Yeah. Yeah.
You're way better than me.
It was with Lakeith Stanfield. I think it was like talking something right now. I can't think of the name right now, but this is what's going on right now. And I love that because we have to do that with each other, to tell each other how dope we are, because we don't get enough of that.
Yes. Speaking on that, I do think, talking about layers, I love, I'm going to plug another one of my films since we're talking about this.
Yeah.
Yes. Let me make sure I get, so Elijah is amazing. He is the director. It's Elijah Serenanya. And he, the Vastland Saga. Ooh. This is my other like shameless plug, because he is he's just incredible human, but he's like all about Black, brown, indigenous, in front of the camera, behind the camera. Like he's Mexican indigenous, and the cast is so beautiful. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I was like, and the crew is so incredible that it doesn't feel like work, because it kind of reminds me of like what I hear about like Sinners, right? Like we talk about like how that cast and the crew gelled and they just felt like family. Yeah. That I'm fortunate enough to be on the Vastland Saga with Elijah and the crew that he built, and it's just amazing. Like I am very excited for this one, so I definitely am gonna like drop the link, because he's just now promoting and just like dropping some teasers. And my character is a fun one, because she's like I always get these confused. I know, I feel bad. Protagonist, the one that's kind of the anti-hero, the one that's like, she's pushing the buttons of like basically I think I could share this much. So I'm the rightful warrior, and we have somebody in here who hasn't really been in battle and doesn't really, I feel like, is not the rightful warrior on the throne. So what am I gonna do? I'm gonna knock her off her throne.
Oh wow. Yeah.
Nice.
This is where the fight in me, which is actually pretty great, because the director was so awesome when he was like, we were talking like one-on-one, we've gotten close. He's like, yeah, when I see you drop into that character, I'm like scared of you. Right? He's like, you embody, and it's really fun. And I'm also like the weapon specialist. That's where the archery. Nice. I trained archery for that. I do have sword work. Probably, I'm sure we'll have more, because I was like, play it up, like make me the warrior of all wars. I have a scar on my face, I've been in battle, and I love that it's easy for me to step into that because I understand it too. Mm-hmm. So it's like all the battles that we fight as people of color, right? All the battles with women, all the battles that I fought just in my, how I grew up. Yeah. When I get to drop into a character like that, it just is so like fun for me, because I'm like, let me just have this be the
outlet. A lot of release. Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And so, it's cool, because the character that would fight me, she was like, we're just playing, right?
We're just joking
hard. Okay.
Yeah. She's beautiful. She's awesome. I got to do I got to train her on the katana a little bit, and then the other guy got to train in archery. So it also feels really like, I realized too, like how much I have learned and know, and to be able to teach others, it feels really, really great. Even though I feel like I have so much I need to learn still too, like so much. So
have you thought about directing, one, and then two, is all the work that you do, is it just specifically like your lane is fighting, or do you do just normal, not normal, but do you do regular roles where there is no fighting?
Stuff. You asked a question. Things. Okay, so the first one was, do I direct? Right? Mm-hmm. Yes. Okay. I actually have written 2 short films, and in my day job, I do a lot of directing, just naturally as a creative. Nice. I've done that, and so it spilled over to films for sure, and I love it. So when we're talking about like end game, like where I'm headed, I would definitely want to direct film.
That was a question of mine. Okay.
Yes. I also I'm just such a visionary. I have a vision and I love to play out the vision. And to me, that's like a lot of the director's role. And so I just find myself, even when I'm acting, in that. That's, I think, when I get along with the director so great. Like, oh, we collab. I love a collaborative director, and I've been fortunate to work with a ton of collaborative directors where I become like we call each other at night and we're talking about the shots, and we're like, and then the other question you had, remind me, it was about.
Are you just showing up as a regular wife, sister, niece, cousin, next door neighbor, who doesn't know any type of fighting skills, or is everything just?
I love this because, okay, so for me, when I got into acting, like I knew I wanted to do action. I knew I wanted to do sci-fi. I knew I wanted to do badass female roles, assassins. But my second role after I got this action one I did my own stunts was a psychologist.
Okay.
In a film by Mikkel Shannon Jenkins, who is the director, who's an amazing actor too. And he was like, so I was so honored that he tapped me, because he was like, he saw this, he said it's almost got like a little bit of like an Angela Bassett kind of like strength to her.
Okay.
Even though she's a psychologist, right? So he was like, there's this, so he cast me in a film called Hero, another feature film. So I'm like, feature. Like I went, my first two acting things were feature film.
Yeah.
Like, so like lead and then like supporting. So that one I play a complicated therapist to the I'm trying to think of how much I can share. It's coming out soon, but it's a lot of internal emotional challenges and struggles, and a lot of guiding, which is not, there's no action. Right. I'm wearing a suit, like it's very different. And
you played a therapist.
I did.
Nice.
Yeah. Nice. And what was really amazing is I realized like, yes, I know what I'm really excited about and what I want to be like. Shit, if I get typecasted as like action badass woman kicking ass, I'm all right. Like I'm not like, oh, I don't want to be typecasted. But what I love is knowing that I can. Yeah. And that built my confidence. That I was like, oh, this translates to other strong female characters. I don't have to be fighting. I'm strong in different ways. I don't typically get cast for like the damsel in distress.
No, that's not you.
But I think you could do it if it was funny. Like I was
right.
Yeah, kind of. I do want to do action comedy too. By the way, I like.
Okay. That'll be good. That'll be fun. I like good action comedy. Like I love it all. Like that'll.
Yeah, I like when they mix in seriousness with playfulness, with comedy. Yeah,
100%.
So like people can really get hurt, but then they can laugh and make jokes too.
So I look forward to also building that on my resume. And I have done one action comedy. I forgot to mention it. This was Catherine Grant Study's film. It's called Playing Through. And my character is Dragon Woods. And I think we all know why I got cast as that character. For one, I was the true golfer. I golf. And I was like, oh, Dragon Woods, it's like I have the bag that has the dragon head cover. He had the tiger. Like I'm half black and half Asian. So Tiger Woods' little sister, I got a lot when I was younger. And I was on the golf course. Like so yeah, it kind of all just came. It was pretty seamless. Like, yeah, I'll play Dragon Woods, no problem. And then we booted off the tee box a couple times. We're good. That was the action comedy. It was really funny. Yeah.
Man, Ty, you have so much. And see, we were just talking about earlier. Like I have mom stuff haven't came out yet, but I'm looking forward to seeing everything that you've been in and everything that you already have that's out there. And like I said, we definitely gotta have you come back on the show. But before we close out, share with the audience a gem or some advice that has helped you in your career that can help them.
Gem and advice has helped my career that can help them. I think just find what sets your soul on fire.
Find what sets your soul on fire.
Yeah, I think that, and just listen to that intuition of like what's pulling you. Because I think there's a lot of lot of people you meet, a lot of decisions that you have to try to make and juggle. And sometimes I think you just need to sit with yourself and go, what am I really excited about? And then realize it's possible. Right? I think sometimes we overcomplicate it. Figure out what you really want and then realize it is possible. And then just start stacking everything to that, which is really all I'll be honest, like for me, that's all I've done. I'm like, this is what I want to do. Stack. Right?
Right here, which that's I'm like, yeah, we're just gonna do this. Like, yeah. I really want to be that person that every time a different topic or subject comes up in a conversation, you're like, wait, you did that? Yeah, I did. And I don't know why, but it was fun, and I'm here, so we're having a conversation. So let's talk about it and let's unpack this. Yeah.
It's funny. Anything that's ever been done, it started with a single thought.
It has.
Correct. The seed.
Yeah. So you distill that down, and you're like, shoot, you had a thought. You had a thought, right? I mean,
you had a thought. So
yeah.
Todd, tell everybody where we can follow you at.
Yes, my Instagram is @ti.young, so spelled T-I, Y-O-U-N-G, right? It's pronounced Ty Young, but Ti.young. And then I think it's my IMDb, I guess, are my big spots. I don't have a YouTube channel yet, but stay tuned when all of this stuff drops. The other thing is I would say I'm the episodes are starting to drop, or the teaser episodes on at Vastland Saga. That's the series that I'm on. And so that's got a couple little gems that I dropped on there that are pretty good. So
nice. Ladies and gentlemen, there you have it. Ty Young, man, Queen, thank you for everything and for your time. This man, we definitely keep a lookout on everything that you do, and like I said, you definitely will come on back to the show once everything drops, or just come on back when you say, "Hey, can I come on the show? Be a guest. You can be a guest host sometime." Like, yeah, come on back. We'll love to have you come back.
I do host. So I don't know for me, but I do host.
Nice.
There you have it. Ladies and gentlemen, that was Ty Young.
Thank you.
Nice.